Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show.
What up? Ha! What up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Yeah!
This is a TMNT Mutants Unleashed. If so, for whatever reason, the first episode in this series that you saw is episode 42. This is supposed to be like the middle ground between Mutant Mayhem and the next TMNT movie. I wouldn't say that it's really a good middle ground because the odds of people playing this buggy mess to understand what's happening in the sequel to the movie, I think is slim to none. I don't even think many people would go out of their way to watch a review or a synopsis of the story for this just to find out what's going on in the next movie. Which, if I'm not mistaken, might, if you think about it, they might look at the sales of this game or look at like the reviews for it and just see how the reception for it went and might decide to not base the next movie on the idea that people knew what was going on here. Because I really feel like the whole point is to try to put more original TMNT characters in the movie, but they also want people to be able to know who characters are. And the only way that's gonna work out is if you played this game. Yeah, they are definitely adding more characters. Oh, that's weird. I don't like it. All right, let's go. I don't know what my boys were complaining about, Sean. This cinnamon iced coffee is delicious. The whipped cream is a nice touch. Yeah, I can see that you're enjoying it. Dad, you've got a little something on your... No, right here. These are whiskers, Mikey. Remember we talked about how your bodies are different? Our bodies are different? It's funnier if we don't tell him. Totally. I'm enjoying Rat Santa. Did your dad try this drink? Because if he did, he would see that you are great. Nah, I hear my mom quit caffeine after too many late nights trying... man, I couldn't... Now they're into smoothies and exercise and all that jazz. If I can show them your talent, you must find a way to show them your passion. So why did you drop out of college to become a barista? Honestly, I kind of liked engineering, but I was just I missed that person-to-person to mutant to person-to-mutant interaction. Like when I made an espresso drink and it brings a smile to someone's face. Like it relaxes them, makes them open up, tell me their story. That's what makes me feel good. Tell your father exactly what you just told me. He will understand why you don't spend the rest of your life staring at a screen. You really think so? Yes, Alshon. All a parent wants is for their son to be happy. Unless what makes them happy is a kid. Dude, shut up. Dude. You think I don't know about stripes? Yeah. I put them outside your bedroom door, made it look like he was a stray. Wait, really? Do you know what happened to him? Just what I told you what happened. He stepped in some old ooze and turned into a ferocious feline mutant. You ever hear banging at night? You said that was just old pipes. That's the sound of your brother living between the walls. At night he sneaks out to eat your leftover pizza crust. Oh man, why do I feel like I'm on a daytime talk show? I'll introduce you when we get home. Guys, What color of bandana should we give Stripes? I'm kidding! Stripes chased a mouse down a storm drain and never came back. That's why I don't want you to have a cat. They can break your heart. If there's one thing you just taught me is that kids. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna tell my dad about being a barista. Is that the last one? I think it is. It is not. It is next to the last one. That's the spirit, Al. Sean! Let us know if there's anything we can do to help. It would help me if you drink your iced coffees. Make me feel a little less insecure about pursuing this passion. Don't worry. I'll jump on the grenade. All 4 iced coffees. I think he's trying to grow out of his whipped cream beard. Oh, so yeah, I'm very aware that Splinter is voiced by Jmann and Mako, but it was much easier to do this voice than it was to try to do Jackie Chan. Because doing Jackie Chan just sounds offensive, so I just didn't want to bother with that. All right, Lower Manhattan Docks. Side needs a bunch of new equipment to get the lab running again. Maybe you can do some stuff that'll make him feel good about not having his stuff. You're right. Maybe I can.
Okay, let's head to Staten Island.
Okay. So I can't go this way. Don't go over the electric. Don't whiz on the electric fence. That is a reference. So, I'm having, this really isn't a conversation for this video, but I am going to, we're just doing this stage backwards. But I do want to I'll have this conversation real quick. So,
looks like we've got some UB squatters.
What's the deal with those helmets they're wearing?
that's a scouter.
I'd recognize that TCRI logo from a block away.
What the?
Now I'm grumpy.
So basically, I was on TikTok and I came across a video that of this comedian George Carlin. If you are a child, do not look up George Carlin. I can't tell you what to do, but he doesn't make content for children. Like his stand-up was not for children. And he, long story short, they were just sharing a clip of him talking about how God isn't real. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised that like people like him, like George Carlin's very funny. He was very, very pretty smart. He was anti-racist, anti a lot of things, but he was clearly also anti-Christian and anti-church. And that's not something that like I'm not all about. I'm not about that. Like, I can't stress enough, like, I don't go to church. Like, I don't. And I'm not going to start. I used to as a kid, but I didn't choose. I had to. Because when you're a child, that's how life works.
Hate that.
But, like, as a goof, as a gaff, as a silly little jape, I left a comment simply saying, like, you know, TikTok's algorithm is usually pretty good, but not this time. This isn't for me. And I also was like, yes, I know that like I'm not talking directly to TikTok, but I am talking to the uploader of this video, and it's effectively just like, hey, let them know like you're allowed to believe what you want to believe.
Newbies working for TCRI? Nothing would surprise me at this point. In any case, we better take them out before they pick over all the good microscopes.
So the whole point of me leaving a comment was to let the uploader know, like, you know, I don't believe in what you believe in, but we're allowed to believe different things. That's how I ended the comment. We're allowed to believe different things. That's it. Like, I was like, I'm not really into this, and I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in this content. Now, here's where it gets wicked. The guy, I get a notification saying somebody replied to, you know, something on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, what was the reply? And someone replied to that comment. One reply was just ha 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 ha, which is something that, like, I think if you're a Christian or if you have any sort of faith or you believe in anything religious based, atheists are high and mighty. Atheists are the kind of people who believe that because they believe the thing, they think they figured out something that no one in the history of Earth has figured out. They really consider themselves smarter than everyone else. And in reality, they're just as dumb as everybody else. Like, just straight up, if not a little bit dumber. And so I'm assuming that's what that person was saying. The ha ha ha's. I was like, that's unnecessary. One person whose like name on TikTok was user 73,800,000,000 and da 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 da. You know, I didn't make a TikTok account like, you know, the proper way. Like, I shouldn't be on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? And so they were like, what did they say? It was dumb. Sorry, Dizz. He speaketh the truth. Just because a bunch of us didn't drink the Kool-Aid doesn't make us wrong. He spelled Kool-Aid wrong. And he didn't capitalize my name. The problem I had with this was he didn't reply to me. He called me out by name in a separate comment. Have you ever left a comment? Like, you left a comment on a video before. If you're watching this video, there's no way you haven't left a comment on a video before. Like, so you understand how to reply to a comment because you're kind of smart. He didn't do that. I just happened to see the comment. That's what went down. So I replied to him saying, you didn't read my comment and you aren't talking, you didn't reply to me. So why are you talking to me? Because you know how black people get down. Black people be on some like, you ain't got the right to talk to me. Don't make me get ignorant with you. If you didn't know what, I'm black. Please don't leave the video. I don't want to have to tell your parents about you. And so I get another notification like right after I reply to him, right after I get real funky with him. I didn't get rude, but I was, because I almost said some very rude things, but I did want to like ask him like, yeah, I was going to say some stuff. Like, maybe you should not be on the internet because it doesn't seem like you know how the internet works. Because you're not very good at using the app. So maybe this isn't for you. But I didn't say that. I just simply said, like, why are you trying to talk to me? Like, go away. And so I get another notification. I'm thinking it's him, and I'm thinking about, oh, we's about to get frisky. But no, it's not him. It's another person. I'm going to pause the video and read this comment to you in its entirety. George, shut up. The uploader of the video said, okay, can you rationalize the ridiculousness he's pointing out? Where is he wrong here? Now, here's my comment in its entirety. Sorry, TikTok, your algorithm is usually pretty solid, but I'm a firm believer in God, and this person is not for me. Yes, I know. I just want him to know that I don't believe in what he believes in, and that we have the right to believe different things. The two people who are actively talking to me did not read my entire comment. They did not realize that, like, although I believe something different, I don't hate them or I don't have any negative feelings toward them at all. I don't think they're wrong if they don't believe in God. I have no qualms with that. And I'll tell you exactly why I don't have any qualms with that. And the reason for that is, like, first off, like, as far as I'm aware, of not believing in God will not get you sent to hell. But let's say it does. I don't care if they go to hell. I don't know these people. If George Carlin is burning in hell right now, explicitly because of the things he said against the Christianity and God as a whole, I don't care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, it just doesn't. Like, I say the same, like, it's like, well, you have gay friends. It's like, yeah, I do. It's like, well, like, you know, shouldn't you talk to them about being gay? Why would I do that? It's like, well, what if your friends end up going to hell? I don't care. Like, and I'm saying this not because they're like, well, not really your friends then. Like, no, they'll be dead, and so will I. I don't know for a fact that it will like any of this will matter. Like, from what I can tell, like, we're not like when we die, it doesn't seem like it turns into one big party, and then I'll meet up with my homies in the afterlife. So if that's not gonna be the case, Rumblebee, Lumber Rumble. Okay, I don't have a lot of health. Don.
Donnie, know your moves.
Oh,
Easy
please
mode.
don't crash the game. Woof. Look at those pixels. And we're out. Oh no, we're not.
Rise and shine.
So yeah, I don't care if like these people go to hell or not. Like I like again like Pendulette. Man, I am really reaching out to a different audience now. Pendulette is a magician and he doesn't believe in God. And I think like, okay, cool. I think Penn is very funny. I like his magic. He's very good. But he made a very like valid point on his Showtime show, whose name has a swear word in it, so I'm not gonna say it here. But he said like if the only reason that people like follow any sort of faith is like because like, well, I want to go to heaven, so I don't do bad things. It's like if the only reason you're a good person is because you're looking for a reward at the end of it, then you're not actually a good person. And I'm a firm believer in that. I don't think that the reason we should like not murder is because, well, in the Bible it says thou shalt not murder. Yeah, but what about the fact that it's, you know, wrong? And like that it's like just, there's no gain in it. Like even when it comes to like the government or the state like murdering a criminal, putting them on death row.
Is
like
me or do these guys hit a lot harder than your standard issue Mubi?
They seemed a lot more disciplined.
Gotta be the helmets. What are they for? Could be augmented reality tech that identifies our weak points.
That's the last
we almost
thing
got all of these.
tougher mubies.
No. Oh my gosh. Am I supposed to be up here? Hold on. I can't get back up there. I don't think I'm supposed to be up there. I cannot go that way. All right, cool. So yeah, that's my take on it. Like, but like the people read it. So the guy asking like, when you explain why like his take on this ridiculousness is wrong, my response was simply no. One, I didn't say it was ridiculousness. I said it wasn't for me. Like, and if you're not gonna bother, and like, so if he is to ask me like, well, why not? Like, my answer is simply going to be, if you're not gonna take the time to actually read the comment I leave behind, I don't feel like I'm obligated to try to give you any explanation as to what my comment is, because you chose to interpret the very few words in it that you did read incorrectly. I said that you are allowed to believe what you want to believe. I have no qualms with that, but I don't think that it's okay to simply say that that people made God up and like we're praying to an invisible man, an imaginary man in the sky, because the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Yes, it's very like you can openly say scientifically that no, there is no proof that God exists. That doesn't mean anything. That means absolutely nothing. There are a lot of things that exist that we can't prove are real. Like, simply put, like I can't show you an atom, but I can tell you that like, well, science says that, you know, science says that everything is made up of atoms. Science says it. I didn't say it. I don't have proof of it. I can't show you an atom, but I can say, yeah, we're made up of it. I can tell you that like, like water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. I can't prove that. I can't personally. You most likely can't either. You'd have to take someone else's word for it. That is what faith is. Like, not like choosing to believe in something even if you can't prove it. And like, that's how I get down as far as like God is concerned. Like, and not to mention there's many religions across the world. I'm not even saying that Christianity is the one true religion. I don't believe that there is a one true religion. I believe that like the English language, there are different religions for different people, and none of them are the right one, because that, like, you know, diminishes the value of all the other religions. Like, okay, so hold on. Can I not get over here? Because I see like there's a loads space over there. What is that? I want to know. Girl, you still playing Animal Crossing? Like, very seldomly do I actually know who it is that pops up on my friends list. Like, yeah, but I know who that was. We get more and more of those. It was like, I would love to be able to snatch up all the collectibles in the game without having to like go find a guide.
Come on.
Oh man. But yeah, that's it. There's probably nothing more to say about that. I just think it's and again, like atheists and people who don't believe in God tend to think very highly of themselves and think very low of people who do not agree with their choice. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that Christians can't be the same way, because a lot of times Christians are the same way. Like, they will look down on people who they feel go against the word in the Bible, but I'm a firm believer that it's very often that Christians find themselves doing things that they shouldn't do. Like, they say, oh, well, you're not a Christian, you don't do this. It's like, yeah, well, you don't do everything in your life is not by the book either. Like, don't throw stones. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's laughing at you because you're not that good at this game, like, are you good at every single game you play? Like, just because you're not having, like, do you only play things you have, like, fun? Like, do you only consider something fun if you're good at it? Like, sometimes games, we're not very good at something, but we still have fun doing it. Like, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything like that. Like, video games don't always have to be, you don't always have to be perfect at something, but like to try to tear someone down because they aren't as good as you think they should be is, just, that's not cool. Don't do that. You're a bad person if you do that. I'm openly saying, like, yeah, you're a bad person. And, choosing to tell somebody that because they don't believe in the thing, they don't agree with you spiritually, then, like, you're wrong and this, that, and other. Like, I don't know, like again, I'm trying to keep this series as kid-friendly as possible. I don't know how many adults would be okay with their kid hearing the stuff I just said. But I'm a firm believer that, like, it's important. Okay, also need a pizza. Like, it's important that, like, if I'm gonna, like, try to make something that kids could watch, to say something useful. Because a lot of the times I'm playing this game, I am not saying anything that has any value. A lot of times I'm not even saying anything to begin with. And, like, I know that it's a bummer because, like, the game isn't very good, and the only thing that's gonna make it worth making these videos worth watching is halfway decent commentary. And sadly, that they cannot always provide the good commentary. But this particular thing I did, it was a little frustrating. It was, like, in general, like, I don't think it's a good idea to ever try to engage with people on the internet because your sense of humor might not translate in text, and most people will still, like, blame you because your sense of humor doesn't translate through text. Hey, Michelangelo, why don't you get this pizza over here? Hey, Michelangelo, that's a whole pizza. Why don't you go and eat that? Michelangelo, stop getting hit. Why don't you get that pizza over there? See if you can manage to, hey, walk out of here with full health.
Yes! Papa just rolled a nat 20 on the loot table. Can I get a nerd to English translation?
We got good stuff.
Oh, a liquid vapor separator.
Incredible.
That's a wet fountain. Eyes over here.
Even more incredible. Okay, so we got the rapid particle disintegrator. What's next?
Delicious word salad.
At least he looks pretty.
You saying that because he look like you.
Separator. We also need 24 extreme heat beakers and a crate of lipid nanoparticles.
What does that even mean? Lipid
People
nanoparticles.
already texted me a few ideas for where we can hit up TCRI. Let's bring this bad boy back to base and make a plan of attack.
That was fun.
It's already at 100%. I don't know what you're doing. You found out whose canister? I did. I found several actually in the last.
Hey now, this vapor.
And how Circle of Light, that an instrument once used to sow discord between humans and mutants, will ultimately unite them.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Mikey. Remember, the fire took my research journal. I need to start over from scratch.
Oof. We didn't consider the time it'll take to retrace your steps. I wonder if we can find a shortcut to pick up where you left off.
Let's put a pin in that idea. For now, let's focus on getting the rest of the lab equipment from TCRI.
Calabunga.
Yeah, that's not quite how we use Cowabunga, but good effort.
Okay, what shall I do today?
Oh, Volvi. Oh gosh, I don't like that name. Oh, we got a good amount of experience again. The next episode we'll probably go ahead and upgrade a little bit more. I do want to check something out real quick. Yeah, we got only one more of those left. Man, the health ones are hard to come by. Yeah, that's crazy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people maxed out. We getting Leatherheads. We don't have I'm never getting a lot of time. Like Wingnut we can't do right now because she done lost her mind. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people who are one conversation away from being maxed out. All right, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, then nothing I can do about it because it's already over. Maybe I'll do better next time. And the next one, only way you're gonna find out is if you come back to see. I was a bit chatty in this one, so hopefully that helps a little bit. I don't know. Either way, get out.